The Apostle John, exiled on the desolate isle of Patmos, received a vision, a terrifying, glorious vision of the future, of the end of days. Within this apocalypse, a city emerges, shrouded in darkness and draped in the crimson of sin, Babylon. This is not the ancient city of Nebuchadnezzar, but a chilling symbol of wickedness, a representation of all that opposes God. Revelation, with its cryptic language and vivid imagery, is not for the faint of heart. Yet within its pages lies a message of hope for the faithful and a stark warning for those who cling to the ways of the world. The fall of Babylon serves as a reminder, a stark and undeniable testament to the ultimate triumph of good over evil. Throughout history, empires have risen and crumbled, their grandeur fading into dust and legend. But Babylon's fall, as depicted in Revelation, transcends earthly history. It serves as a microcosm of the spiritual battle raging between darkness and light, a battle that continues to this very day. Join us as we delve into the chilling prophecy of Babylon's fall, unraveling the mysteries hidden within Revelation's pages. John describes Babylon as a harlot, adorned in purple and scarlet, glittering with gold and precious stones. This seductive imagery belies the city's true nature, a den of wickedness and corruption. Babylon's allure, like a siren's call, draws the unsuspecting into her web of deceit and depravity. Her sins, we are told, have piled up to the heavens, a testament to her boundless iniquity. She is drunk on the blood of the saints, reveling in the persecution of the faithful. This vivid portrayal paints a grim picture of a world consumed by materialism, idolatry, and spiritual apathy. Babylon's power and influence are pervasive, reaching far beyond her physical boundaries. She holds sway over the kings of the earth, intoxicating them with her allure. Her merchants, enriched by her corrupt practices, wield immense power, their greed knowing no bounds. Yet beneath the surface of opulence and grandeur lies a deep-seated corruption. Babylon's foundations are built on exploitation and injustice, her splendor a facade concealing the stench of sin. John sees Babylon holding a golden cup in her hand, a symbol of her seductive allure and the intoxicating pleasures she offers. This cup, however, is filled with abominations and the filth of her impurities. It represents the false promises of sin, the fleeting pleasures that ultimately lead to destruction. Those who partake of her cup, who indulge in her worldly delights, become complicit in her wickedness. They become intoxicated by her false promises, blind to the spiritual emptiness that lies at her core. The golden cup, a symbol of luxury and indulgence, becomes a potent reminder of the seductive nature of sin. Like a skilled temptress, Babylon uses her wealth and power to entice and ensnare. She promises pleasure and fulfillment, but her offerings are tainted with poison. Those who succumb to her charms find themselves trapped in a spiral of sin and degradation. The Golden Cup serves as a stark warning to believers. It reminds us to be vigilant against the allure of the world, to resist the temptation to compromise our faith for fleeting pleasures. The news of Babylon's fall is met with despair by the merchants of the earth. They have grown rich from her lavish spending, their fortunes intertwined with her fate. Their lamentations reveal the depth of their greed and their dependence on Babylon's corrupt system. These merchants represent the forces of materialism and greed that drive the world away from God. They are the purveyors of earthly pleasures, the ones who profit from the exploitation of others. Their tears are not for the city itself, but for the loss of their own wealth and power. The merchants' grief highlights the far-reaching consequences of Babylon's influence. Her corruption has infected the very fabric of society, creating a system where greed and materialism reign supreme. Her fall signals the collapse of this corrupt system, leaving those who have built their lives on it in ruins. John's description of the merchants weeping serves as a powerful indictment of a world consumed by greed. It reminds us that true wealth is not measured in material possessions, but in our relationship with God. Section 5, the smoke of her torment. John describes the smoke of Babylon's torment rising forever and ever. This image conveys the eternal consequences of rebellion against God. Babylon's destruction is not a mere historical event, but a spiritual reality with implications that extend far beyond the temporal realm. The smoke serves as a constant reminder of God's judgment and the fate that awaits those who choose darkness over light. It is a symbol of the eternal separation from God that awaits those who reject his offer of salvation. The image of smoke also evokes a sense of finality. Just as smoke dissipates into the atmosphere, leaving no trace behind, so too will Babylon's memory be erased from the annals of time. Her destruction will be complete and irreversible. The smoke rising from Babylon's ruins is a chilling reminder of the power of God's judgment and the eternal consequences of sin. It is a sobering thought that should give us all pause and lead us to reflect on our own spiritual condition. Section 6, Fallen, fallen is Babylon. A mighty angel proclaims, Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great. This repetitive declaration emphasizes the completeness and irreversibility of Babylon's downfall. The once proud city, the epitome of worldly power and splendor, is reduced to rubble. This declaration marks a turning point in Revelation's narrative. It signals the end of Babylon's reign of terror and the beginning of God's righteous judgment. The repetition of the phrase serves as both a pronouncement of judgment and a victory cry for the faithful. The fall of Babylon is not a sudden event, but a gradual process of decline and decay. Her foundations, built on injustice and oppression, crumble under the weight of her own sin. The city that once seemed invincible is exposed as a hollow shell. The angel's declaration serves as a reminder that no earthly power, no matter how great or imposing, can withstand the judgment of God. Babylon's fall is a testament to the truth that the wages of sin is death. Section 7, The Lamb conquers the lion. Throughout Revelation, the lamb and lion symbolize the cosmic battle between good and evil. The lamb, representing Jesus Christ, is the ultimate victor, despite seeming vulnerability. This paradox underscores the victory of humility and righteousness over brute force. Babylon, depicted as a powerful lion, terrorizes the earth, yet the Lamb conquers through sacrifice and unwavering love. This victory reminds us that true strength lies in love and sacrifice. It assures us that despite the strength of evil, good will triumph. Section 8, A Feast for the Birds. John describes the flesh of kings and merchants lying in the streets of fallen Babylon, left as a feast for carrion birds. This scene paints a vivid picture of the complete destruction that befalls those who align with the world. It serves as a reminder of the fleeting nature of earthly power and wealth. Those who once feasted on Babylon's spoils now become food for scavengers. Their bodies, once adorned in finery, lie rotting, a testament to the emptiness of their pursuits. The birds represent the instruments of God's judgment. They cleanse the earth of corruption and decay. This gruesome feast serves as a warning to those who cling to the ways of the world. John's description serves as a powerful reminder of the consequences of choosing darkness over light. Section 9, The Finality of Babylon's Doom. John's vision culminates with the complete annihilation of Babylon. The city, once a symbol of human pride and defiance against God, is utterly destroyed, wiped from the face of the earth as if it never existed. This finality emphasizes the irreversible nature of God's judgment on those who reject him. Babylon's fate stands as a stark warning against the futility of pursuing worldly power and pleasure at the expense of one's soul. The utter destruction of Babylon signifies a new beginning. With evil vanquished, God's kingdom can be established in its fullness. This promise of a new heaven and a new earth offers hope and comfort to believers who have endured persecution and hardship. The image of Babylon's complete annihilation underscores the importance of choosing to align oneself with God's will. The choice is clear: eternal life in God's presence or eternal separation from him. Section 10, Babylon's Echo in the Modern World. The prophecy of Babylon's fall is not merely an ancient tale, it holds profound relevance for us today. The spirit of Babylon, with its allure of materialism, idolatry, and moral decay, continues to exert its influence in the modern world. We see echoes of Babylon in the pursuit of wealth and status, the glorification of self-indulgence, and the erosion of moral values. The seductive whispers of "me first and I deserve it" entice us to indulge in the same sins that led to Babylon's downfall. Yet, just as Revelation offered a message of hope to early Christians facing persecution, so too does it offer us hope today. The promise of Babylon's fall reminds us that the allure of the world is fleeting and that true fulfillment is found only in a relationship with God. By recognizing the spirit of Babylon in our own lives and actively resisting its pull, we can avoid repeating the mistakes of the past and embrace a life aligned with God's will. Section 11, A Warning and a Hope. The prophecy of Babylon's fall stands as a stark warning and a beacon of hope. It warns us of the consequences of straying from God's path, of the dangers of becoming entangled in the world's web of deceit and corruption, yet it also offers a message of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, God is in control. His justice will prevail, and those who remain faithful to him will ultimately be victorious. The story of Babylon's fall is not just history, it is a timeless message that transcends cultures and generations. It is a call to action, urging us to examine our own lives, to turn away from the allure of the world, and to embrace the eternal hope found only in a relationship with God. Let us heed the warning of Babylon's fall and embrace the hope offered by the Lamb who conquers. Let us live lives worthy of our calling, shining as lights in a world shrouded in darkness, pointing others to the one who alone offers true hope and salvation.